Hello everybody, Shelley here. So I kind of wanted to do like just a little chit chat life update discussion with you. I'm not going to put on any makeup. I'm not going to talk to you guys about any products. I just wanted to do just like a quick little video, kind of say goodbye to 2020 and say hello to 2021 and just sort of let you guys know what's going on and what you can expect from my channel. So I started this YouTube channel, I think my first uploads were November 30th of 2019, and I uploaded 5 different videos on the same day. And between November 30th of 2019 and November 30th of 2020, I uploaded 200 videos. That was more than, quite a bit more than, 3 videos a week. And that was kind of what I sort of fell into, was doing 3 videos a week. Some weeks I did 4, occasionally I would slip in a 5, but I've never dropped below 3 videos in the year that I've been on YouTube. I don't have a ton of subscribers, and the ones that I do have, I cherish, and I love it when you guys comment and I see the same names popping up or you reach out to me on Instagram. I think it's very interesting that about 75% or more of my viewers and my views are not coming from subscribers. So there are people that are either passing through, sorry, my dog. There are either people that are passing through, or there are people that just don't realize they're not subscribed because they keep coming up in their recommended, you know, video feed, suggested video feed. And I appreciate every view that I get, but I really do need subscribers. I don't know, I felt like when I started this, I felt like there was not enough ladies of a certain age who were doing realistic videos. Some ladies of a certain age I felt were very condescending and talked down, and I'm like, I just want to talk to my girlfriends. Like I don't want to watch a channel where they know everything and, you know, I'm talked to like I'm an idiot. I'm not an idiot. I may not be a makeup artist, and I may not be a professional makeup person. And the definition of professional is someone who gets paid to do makeup. Have I been playing with makeup for a very long time? Yeah. I remember being asked in 6th grade why my mom let me wear green eyeshadow to school. Like their mom would never do that. I remember that. My mom was an Avon lady. So, you know, I mean, I grew up being exposed to makeup. And I've always had a love affair with makeup. I didn't have as big a collection as I've grown this year, but I thought I had enough, and I thought, you know what, I want to do a channel where it's more of a lifestyle channel. I've been somebody who, I have a hair in my eye. Someone who has a hair in their eye. Someone who has traveled extensively, and I mean, for a long time, I was spending half a month in a hotel room. My work had me traveling quite a bit, and so I mean, I traveled, I had status with airlines, I had status with rental car companies, I had status with hotel chains. I got to see a lot, and I cashed in those points and took my kids on trips. I mean, my kids have had passports for a long time. I love traveling, and I would have 3 suitcases set out, and I'd be home for a week, and the next one would be ready to go, and I wouldn't even have to just double check what was in it. I already knew what was in it. I had the packing, the traveling, the settling into that routine in a very kind of like shaken snow globe sort of situation. I had it down pat. And I thought between my love of travel and maybe doing some sort of like vlogging playlist and my love of makeup and fashion and shopping and those types of things, I thought maybe there is a market for ladies of a certain age who are just doing the best they can with what they have, you know? And I felt like, I was always surprised when somebody would say, oh, I don't know how you do that, or how can you do that, or, you know, come to me for advice on stuff, because I was like, I'm no expert, I don't know what I'm doing. And I thought, well, maybe that's what YouTube needs, is a person who's just like me, someone who's just like you, who doesn't have it all figured out, but doesn't want to embarrass their family either. And I think I've learned over this last year, especially with COVID, you know, my traveling is way, way, way cut down. Instead of all the trips that had been planned and all the work travel, all of that got wiped out. I had expected to do a couple Europe trips, several Mexico trips, several trips around the US. Like we had New Orleans planned, we had San Francisco planned, like we were even talking New York. Not going to New York anytime soon. And we love Chicago. I mean, there's so many like great cities that I wanted to travel to and share those with you. Some of you guys don't ever travel. Some of you guys are, you know, live vicariously through others, and some are just looking for inspiration and places to travel. Or some may have questions about, you know, what do you pack when you go? How do you pack light? I was able to do some travel videos, but nowhere near like what I had planned. I also planned on doing a little bit more on the Second Amendment. I'm a gun enthusiast. I know that's not everybody's cup of tea, and please don't not follow me because of that. I do try to keep anything on a different channel now. I do find though that when I post on this channel, it gets more views than the second channel that I started just for that. The other thing is, you know, the price of ammunition skyrocketed. I mean, it's literally triple, if not quadruple the price for just practice ammunition. And in my opinion, any skill you have to practice, you have to perfect, you have to do it ad nauseum to the point where it's all muscle memory. So for me, it's a lot of sports shooting. You know, I like shooting against the guys and sometimes even shooting better than the guys, and that gives me a great sense of joy. But I'm also prior military, and I grew up in a first responder family. I grew up with a lot of police officers. So I've been exposed to that, where a lot of people sometimes maybe grow up in fear or don't really understand, or you know, maybe you're a Canadian subscriber and you know, you just don't have the accessibility to here. I am an admin for a Facebook group that's for ladies who are concealed carrying and kind of like their outfit of the day, what they're wearing to conceal. And you'd be shocked to know how many people are walking around your streets that are concealed carry. But the site isn't about that. I realized early on that I can't get up and film at the range. I can't blow through ammunition like I did before, because it's expensive. You know, most hobbies are expensive, right? And because of that, and because of quarantining, and because of self-isolating, and because of just trying to lay low, I haven't been filming as much with the 2A channel that I had hoped to. And frankly, what I've discovered, what I've decided, is that I like watching makeup application videos. I don't always like to watch other people shoot or talk about it. Gun review videos, I think a lot of guys like to watch those, but I'm not some sex symbol, you know, out there with my cleavage and my AK. That's just not who I am. Now, if you're one of those women that do have a channel that's like that, or Instagram or whatever else, more power to you. Whatever you can do. You know, if that helps you earn a living or whatever, it's just not where I want to take my channel. I don't want my channel to be sex and guns. I don't know. It's just not for me. I'm just going to leave it at that. It's not for me. So I've spent this year figuring out, you know, I've kind of got into this routine of doing the subscription unboxings, tried a couple of different subscription services, doing the boxings because I liked watching what other people got to decide whether or not I wanted to get that particular subscription service. Sometimes I liked watching them because I like to see what they got and then what they did with it. You know, did they do something creative? Is it a multi-use item? What are their thoughts on it? Did they have experience with the brand? So I liked the unboxings, but more than anything, I like the applications, and I like watching people put on makeup. I started doing some thinking about what's 2021 going to be for me, and I'm blessed that my job provides very well. My husband's job provides. My daughter is self-sufficient. My son is turning out to be that young man. You know, he's got a couple more years here. And I thought, what better time but to go back to school? I spent a lot of time going to college in the early 90s, and it was the time of Desert Shield and Desert Storm, and I was in the military at the time. So I had a lot of disruption in my college education at the time, and I went through some challenges, and I ended up getting married, and I don't regret my two beautiful children, but I've always felt like I let myself down by not finishing my degree. I'm fortunate in the end that every job that I've taken, I haven't had to have a degree. Would it have made it easier? Sure. But I love my job. I love my job so much. Right now, currently, there's only 8 of us in the country that do what I do. So don't come after me for my job. I'm not going to give it up. But I do notice that at the last couple people we hired, we didn't even interview them if they didn't have a degree. Luckily, I've been on the project for so long, they already know what I'm capable of. But we don't even interview people if you don't have that piece of paper, and I don't. So I have a lot of certificates. Like I got Microsoft certified. I became a Microsoft Systems engineer, Microsoft Systems administrator, but that's old. It's been a long time now. So I've let those certifications lapse. I've had some other training in different things, like in the military. I was a dental assistant, but I don't really want to go work chairside anymore, you know? Anyway, long story short, it's really the time for me to go back to school. So I'm going to start taking some classes. I've already been accepted. I've already got all my transcripts done. I already figured out the financial part of it, and I'm going to start school the beginning of January, which means my full-time job, my domestic responsibilities, you know, me being a wife and a mother and a dog owner, all those things, I have to balance. And I've always struggled with balance. If you've ever noticed, I have this tattoo on my wrist or on my inner forearm here, and it's 2 hummingbird heads, and they're balanced on each other. And hummingbirds in Native American folklore, it symbolizes happiness, kind of in a nutshell. And so for me, it was kind of my reminder that not everything is scientific and rational and logical and business oriented. Sometimes you have to balance things that bring you joy and make you happy. You have to balance all that too. So it's a tattoo to remind me to balance, right? Along those lines, here I am, you know, thinking about going back to school, and I got to balance. Right now I'm posting on YouTube 3 to 4 days a week, and that's the filming, the editing, the brainstorming, and like I said, I've kind of fallen into a little bit of a rut of the unboxings or the haul or the going through my trash MDs videos and the application stuff. And I have more products than I need, so I don't need to buy any more. Like, I have years worth of palettes to review. And the good thing is that maybe you guys picked up some of these, or maybe you can get them, you know, on a discount because they've been around for a while or whatever. I'm not on anybody's PR list. I don't get anything for free. No one is sending me any products. I would love it if they did, but they don't. So I buy all this with my own money. And so I gotta step back away from bleeding the money for a YouTube channel where I don't even currently have 250 subscribers. And I'm going back to school. I don't want to have that drag out for years. I want to try to get it done as quickly as I can. If I can get it done in a year and a half, I would be thrilled. So I will periodically do updates with you guys, but just know that I've had to do some looking into my content. I have discontinued the American Influencer Award beauty bundle, which comes out every other month, unless they for some reason want to PR me the box. I can't see why they would. I'm on all 3 of the BoxyCharm boxes. I canceled the premium box already. I'm gonna keep probably the base box, Luxe box, and I was about to cancel it, and then they sent me a little thing saying our Luxe box is going to be worth up to $550, and I'm like, what if it's something really good? So I'm gonna wait until after December, and then I'll cancel Luxe. What I've decided with my BoxyCharm is I don't get it early. I don't get it before anybody else does. So I'm not bringing you any content that anybody else can see. It's kind of just a conversation. It's just me talking about shit, right? So it's not like I'm bringing you information that you can only get from me. There are so many YouTubers that have just switched predominantly to BoxyCharm subscriptions, spoilers, unboxings. You know, they get the PR boxes and they get their unboxes and they get them before anybody else does. And I can't compete with that. There's no way I can get those subscriptions before anybody else does. So by the time I do it, we're just chit-chatting. We're just talking. I decided I actually really like the BoxyCharm add-ons. I buy a lot more with that, and I see a lot more value in that. Like, the last month, I bought a boatload of Natasha Denona stuff on BoxyCharm. Stuff that I can't even find on her site. So I don't know how old the shit is, but I do like it. And so I'm happy to have it in my collection. If I can buy luxury items for a serious discount, sign me up. So I'll keep the base box, the Boxy Classic, mainly because I want to still get them, but I also want to have the add-ons. I do still have FabFitFun. You guys, I told you guys that I was going to cancel it. And then they had like a couple really good boxes. So it automatically renewed for another year, which is only 4 boxes a year. 4 boxes, 4 unboxings a year. If I even unbox them, you guys will have to let me know. Let me know if you want me to continue doing the unboxings of the boxes that I still do get. I don't get any other subscriptions right now. I dabbled with Ipsy, didn't care for it. I do still have BarkBox, but that's for my dogs. I did one unboxing of that. If you guys want to see another one of those, let me know. So those are the only subscriptions I have right now. I do get Daily Harvest. I've never done a review or my recommendations of Daily Harvest. If you'd like to see that, let me know. I don't get it every month. I skip several months. I used to be on Savage X Fenty until I realized that I was getting charged a surcharge because all the stuff's coming from China, so I canceled that. Same thing with Just Fab. I think all that stuff gets shipped from China too, so I'm not on either of those. I have a moral dilemma with the whole fast fashion stuff. So I have done in the past a couple different Shein hauls, but frankly, I've got clothes. Like, I don't need any more clothes. I don't need more clothes. I don't need any more shoes. I don't need any more makeup. So the shopping haul videos are probably gonna, unless something really fun happens or I make like some fantastic trip. Like if we're able to get to Ireland, I'll maybe do a shopping video from Ireland, Scotland, if we get back to Paris, if we get to Italy. You know, I'll do shopping haul videos from places that are like really fun, but I don't know. Unless you guys want to know what my favorite Amazon picks are, or what do I buy multiples of because I love the products that much, from joggers to leather leggings or to, you know, household gadgets or whatever. If there's stuff that you guys want to see that's like that, I'm convinced I can put together a video in no time at all. You just have to tell me what you're interested in. When I ask, I don't get a lot of feedback. Sometimes I do, but not very often do I get insight into what you guys want. So then I'm left to, what do I want to see? And what I like to watch, what do I look for? It's not panda videos or monkey videos or animal rescue or fox videos. Like animals. Then I'm looking for makeup application videos, not just somebody talking about makeup, like me just talking at you, but more along the lines of, I want to watch them. There's something, I don't know, there's something relaxing or creative. It's kind of like watching Bob Ross, you know, back in the day. I like watching people apply makeup. Sometimes I'm shocked at what people come up with. Sometimes I'm like, oh my gosh, I want to do that. Or I would have never thought to do that. Or, oh my gosh, she looks crazy. Or I really like her makeup. Or I love her makeup. How do I look like her? You know, can I get what she does to look good on me as a lady of a certain age who doesn't really know what she's doing? You know, I say that. I feel like I've learned a lot this year. I mean, I've put on more makeup this year, taken off more makeup, tried more stuff than I ever have in my life. And so I'm grateful that you guys have given me an opportunity to play with makeup. I've never spent this much time playing with makeup before. And I've always loved makeup, so I appreciate that. So here's what you're gonna see from me and my channel. I need to get back on track here. You're going to still see videos from me on a regular basis. Right now, my goal is to have a video for you at least every Wednesday. I looked at my analytics and I get a lot more, even though I currently post Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and some Saturdays. I think there was a couple random Tuesdays or Thursdays in there, but for the most part, it's Monday, Wednesday, Friday with some Saturdays. I think that going forward, it makes sense to do Wednesdays because that seems to be where the spike of my viewers come from, is on Wednesdays, regardless of the content, with Fridays maybe being a secondary. So it's gonna depend on my class load and my workload. I've got 70 clients that I have to work with and stay up on, and my employment is annual contracts. I'm not particularly paranoid about our contracts, you know, not going forward right now. We just don't know. We don't know. And so it makes sense that I try to get on the school thing. If for some reason my regular day job goes away, we batten down the hatches and I bust through school as quickly as I can to finish that degree, and then hopefully become more marketable, you know, when the next project comes along. So that's kind of my game plan right now. I've got 2.5 years until my son graduates. I need to have it all done to set a good example for him, to fulfill my own feelings of letting myself down. I've struggled with that, you guys. My ex-husband would say, you don't need a degree. You don't need a degree. You make more money than I do and I have a degree. You don't need a degree. I always just kind of went along with it. Oh, okay. And then he would tell me things like, if you stayed and finished school, we wouldn't have gotten married. That was hard to hear because I have, you know, 2 beautiful children. I can't imagine my life without them. Luckily, I'm married to a man now who is really supportive, who has supported me doing this YouTube journey. I think he probably would have preferred the gun channel. I think he would have loved to and would still like to do a dedicated travel channel. It won't be on this channel. It needs to be different. So I'm going to change the description of this channel. I'm not going to be what I thought it was going to be, was more of a lifestyle, all the things that interest me, kind of how crazy life is. It's the whole Sheli Tsunami thing. That Tsunami is not my last name. If you didn't know, that's not my last name. It's more of kind of a descriptor for how crazy life had been. Then life became Groundhog's Day when we became stuck at home, which I don't have a problem with. I'm not upset about that. I think there's been some definite positive things that have come out of 2020. I always try to look for the positive, right? But I think it's time to refocus this, to shave it back a little bit, to do the Wednesdays for sure, if possible a Friday, and then as time permits, other stuff. We're going to decrease the amount of time and energy I put into this YouTube channel right now, kind of take it down a little bit. I was talking to one of my, who has become in this last year a friend of mine. I was talking to her about kind of what my plans were, and she made a comment that my regular subscribers, the ones that don't miss a video regardless of how bad the lighting is or what the content is, those guys aren't going to go anywhere. And that really gave me that sense of, okay, you know what? I'm not shutting down permanently. I'm not taking it offline. I don't make any money on this. It is literally just an interest. It's time for me to become more focused and more deliberate about that. If things take off and get fun and interesting and it all works out, great. If you guys interact with me and tell me what you prefer to see, what kind of content you want, I will provide that. I've done a pretty good job. I think there was maybe 2 requests that I have that I didn't fulfill the request that I had received. So I apologize if you're one of the rare ones that I didn't actually fulfill the request for. But for the most part, if you guys request something, I will do it. Let's talk makeup. You know what? Let's play. Let's get messy. Let's figure it out. Let's decide, is it worth our money? Can we get multiple uses from it? As ladies of a certain age, are we going to embarrass our family by being a little creative? You know, are we stuck with the same old, you know, black eyeliner and Sharpie eyebrows? Our skins are changing, our faces are changing, our bodies are changing, our lifestyle is changing. Let's go through that ride together, right? That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for my community of ladies of a certain age who we're just laughing at ourselves and we're laughing at each other and we're laughing at life circumstances. All right, you guys. That's it. That's my life update. My kids are healthy. My husband's healthy. We're doing okay. We're getting through all this stupid coronavirus crap. I'm hoping that in 2021 we'll be able to travel more, in which case, you know, maybe I'll be able to do some video taping in that. But what you can expect from me through the next year is at least a Wednesday video, possibly a Friday video, and I'm just gonna stay the course, hopefully get some subscribers, and I'll do some milestones. As soon as I get to 250, I'm going to do a giveaway. I might not do the giveaway that I was planning because frankly, that's products that I acquired that either I wanted to share with you guys or I got duplicates of or something along those lines. So I put aside this box. I have not touched that box. I've not added anything to it in months. I want to wait until this whole COVID thing goes away, just in general, before I send out products that even if I've touched the outside of the package, I just don't want you guys to question that at all. So at 250, I'll probably do a gift card. I talked to my husband about that and he liked that idea. So I'm going to do a gift card for when I do a 250 subscriber. I'll do another one at 500. I'll do another one at 1,000, and then 1,000 will be a big one because that will mean that I have reached my goal. And I don't know if that's going to take 4 years to get 1,000, or if I'm gonna magically figure out the algorithm in YouTube and it's gonna, you know, be 2 months. Regardless of when it happens, if it happens. I'm not currently planning on going anywhere, leaving you guys, not being accessible. You can still follow me over on Instagram. You can still DM me over there. You can still leave comments on any of my videos. Go back and watch some of my old videos. I mean, I know you guys haven't seen every single one of them. There may be like 2 of you that have seen every single one of my videos. Go back to the old ones. Leave a comment. Tell me, I like this one. I didn't like this one. Be critical. Tell me what I need to improve on. Maybe it's editing. Maybe it's the lighting. Maybe it's whatever else. I think I've fixed some of that. I hope. Anyway, I feel like I say less than I used to. So that's less cutting that out. I love you guys. I do. too. I love my YouTube channel. I love you guys as subscribers. I love you guys that leave me comments and have stuck around with me for this long. And I want to keep doing this. I want to keep playing with makeup. I will always keep playing with makeup, right? I just want to keep doing it on this platform. Maybe I'm too old. Maybe I'm long in the tooth for this. Maybe I'm fooling myself. All right, you guys, wish me luck on school and work, and I'll periodically, you know, do some get ready with me chit chats, talk about stuff. Anything changes, I'll let you know. Otherwise, I'm just here doing my thing. With that, Happy New Year. Man, I'm wishing you guys much love and success and happiness and sense of peace or stability. Those are all things that I crave. Stability, man. Maybe 2021 will be a year of normalcy, whatever normal is. All right, you guys. I hope you guys are doing all really, really well. I'll see you in 2021. And with that, until my next video. Bye for now.